Hey everybody, it's Benji here.
And Philip J. Fry.
And we are Two Beans.
Two
Beans. Two Beans. Alright, take a shot. This is horrible.
Ah!
It's so bad.
It's like pineapple flavored, like gasoline. That's what $12 at Jacob's Liquor.
It tastes like if somebody like took Barton's vodka
and just
it was like, you know, this needs some ass.
that, and then just like someone was trying to squeeze a pineapple into it, but they're like, "Oh shit, a pineapple's really hard." So they get like
spikes,
a drop.
They didn't even like try and de-skin it. They're just like with the spikes.
Yeah. And so there's a little bit of the blood from their hands because they're like, ah.
They're like, they put the pineapple in there, and then they're like, well, we need more alcohol. And then the alcohol just killed all the pineapple.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
So that's our endorsement for Admiral Nelson's.
It's great.
You make some great cheap pineapple rum.
It's not pineapple. It tastes more like Nelson than it tastes like
asshole.
Like I taste more of the Nelson than the pineapple.
It's Nelson's special recipe.
Right.
Shit, what y'all doing?
Well, shit.
Well, what we're all doing today.
Yeah, so fun fact, we this is the second time recording this because
you might see some clips from the first day. Admiral Nelson's.
Admiral Nelson's good old pineapple rum because I'm a sucker for pineapple. Yeah, that's a good call. Oh, it burned.
That tastes as cheap as it was.
Yeah, we're
hot
turns out we're not good at cold starting.
Oh yeah, so we're
Drunk.
we're a little drunk. We're still gonna try to shoot another episode.
Hell yeah,
this.
it's gonna be even better.
Yeah. So we decided to go through each of our Facebook profiles
throw it back
and do a little throwback and find some photos that we both think are funny and or wholesome
cringe.
And or cringe.
I'm gonna cringe so hard.
And we're just gonna take a little trip down memory lane. I'm screen recording from my phone, so what I'm looking at here, you'll be able to see there. So I suppose we'll just go ahead and hop right into it.
Yeah, if you want to show me what you're gonna do first.
Are we just starting from the top left and working our way
Yeah.
down?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So this first one.
Oh, that's Trey's last show.
Yeah. So this was my previous band, EOE, which stands for the Excellence of Execution. This was our last show we ever played.
Yep. And that was the pictures of us playing our last Finish Your Beer.
Yeah.
Which kind of ended up being our last Finish Your Beer because I don't think all four of us have been in the same spot.
At least not in like a party type situation where we could really play Finish Your Beer.
Yeah, man, I love that game.
Yeah, that was a good time. But
that show. Remember, it was so cold.
Yeah, it was really cold. When was that? Was that like March or April?
March. Yeah, it was a couple of days. It was around my birthday.
Yeah.
It was when I first started my job that I have now.
Okay. I
took some vacation time for that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really fun show. That band, we'd been together for a few years, and we had, already kind of started drifting apart a little bit, and then Trey was getting ready to move to Nashville, which, hi Trey, if you're watching this.
Yeah, hi.
So we decided to play one last show. We played it down in Dexter at, was it Trey's mom's house?
Trey's grandma's house.
Trey's grandma's house. That was a good time.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right, next photo. Ooh, this is a screenshot of a screenshot. This looks like a party at Travis's. I see your drunken face in the bottom right. And, God, I can't even tell who's in the photo other than Travis.
That face.
Yeah, that's all you really need in the photo. But just because mine that I put in the chat was a screenshot because I was going back.
Yeah.
This is a screenshot of that. So, yeah, like I said, we've already done this episode, so we re-screenshot the photos
Yeah.
we wanted to keep and do in here.
That face though pops up multiple times in my life.
Yeah, you've. That's a good face. It's a common face back then.
Yeah, I remember just being drunk out of my mind all the time.
Oh yeah. All right, next photo.
Oh, yep, that would be my 21st birthday. We dressed up in suits.
Yeah.
And there's another infamous photo from that.
Is that the
come
photos?
up? That's from
Oh, yeah.
that's Neiled It.
Yeah. Oh man, this was a lot of fun. This was a fun time in life. Because I thought I was almost done with school. I wasn't. But
Yeah,
yeah,
wheezing. I'm not
it
even
was-
laughing. I'm just...
it was fun. And then it was your 21st birthday, and so we decided to
on a Wednesday night.
book a hotel downtown on a Wednesday night, and
bar hop.
we were gonna get suits, but we settled for velvet sport coats, basically.
Yeah, basically. I
Yeah.
think we wore button up and ties as well, and
Yeah.
We
look good.
every piece of clothing had a different color,
Mhm.
and I think it worked.
Yeah.
But probably other fashion people would be like, no.
All right. All right. Next photo is
Oh yeah, me and my shaved head.
with you with no hair.
Yep. I'm-
Small hair.
Small hair. Yeah, I mean, like kind of like what you're going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a beard. I didn't have a beard, so I just looked like a baby. I think at one point I had shaved my head, but I just had sideburns, and they were uneven. They were,
Sideburns are hard to get even, especially when you're
and I have
young.
like a weird stroke face. It's not completely symmetrical. I even to the point where it was. I had a doctor when I had my tonsils removed. Was like, "Have you had a stroke before?" No. It was like, "Well, your face isn't symmetrical." It was like, "I have a lazy eyelid and things like that."
Yeah.
And
But yeah, like I said in the first iteration of this, the funny thing about this whole thing was it was pitch black in Travis's apartment, with the exception of like the TV. He didn't have any lights on, and you both were like, "Oh, take pictures of us," and so it's like these horrible like flash photography photos, and it just looks scary. Yeah,
they were both
I'll
our
have to find that
profile
photo of Travis from
pictures.
that. Yeah. All right, moving on. Oh.
Or
Yeah,
phallics.
we found it. Yeah, this photo is named Phallics because we did a face swap.
Yeah,
Oh man, that was a fun time.
because again, my real name's Alex.
And my real name's Philip.
Philip J. Fry. It's his real name.
My real name's Fried Pickles.
Fried Keaton. Frikel Keaton.
Oh, this is at that one hookah place that eventually caught on fire. But I remember
don't know
they
why
had like a two
that's not that
people
funny.
to a hookah thing, and then
Yeah, it
Gil
was
showed up.
here on the east side, and we were like,
Yeah, and Gil showed up, and he was just hanging out. He wasn't smoking, and he was sitting away from us. And they're like, "No, you have to buy a hookah."
yeah.
So he had to like pay for his own. It was dumb. I can't remember what the name of the place was, but like,
Shisha.
you know, yeah, it was one of the shishas.
Yeah.
It was right next to the heat.
Yep.
Like it was literally like 15 feet away.
And we wanted to try it because we went to the heat so much,
Yeah,
and then it was like,
and it's like I like the heat, but it's just expensive.
yeah.
And so we're like, we'll try this because I'd been to the shishas up on by WSU, and I always liked it because there was hardly ever anyone
Yeah.
there, and it was just like a nice chill place. I'd go there like during
Yeah, I
school.
went to Shisha up there for a couple different times with you, but
Yeah.
yeah, that one right there was just not very fun.
Yeah. Okay. Whoop. Oh yeah, the legendary Marquee Bowling.
Oh yeah,
And me getting a strike.
yeah. Philip got a strike. Marky took a selfie right at that time, completely unplanned, perfectly timed.
Yeah.
Shout out to our beautiful, incredibly talented friend Marky. Almost said Jenna's.
Jenna's mom, Marky Pennington.
Yeah, Marky Gilday.
Yeah. 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 That was a lot of fun. We were all hanging out, and it was like right when Snapchat was like picking up, and so she was taking a snap selfie, and I just happened to bowl a strike,
Yep.
and it was so perfectly timed. One of
Yeah.
those photos that's lived on in legend. I love that it was so long ago. You see 3G up in the top corner. Another screenshot of a screenshot of a
Yeah.
screenshot.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Snapchats and
First
screenshots.
Snapchat, my first Snapchat ever is this beautiful machination.
It's incredible.
I used to just draw dicks on everything.
That's what Snapchat was for us for like when we first started, was just like, oh, we can draw on photos now.
Yeah, and so it's funny. So my Snapchat name is Benji Wiener. And nowadays it's like I tell people like, yeah, it's Benji Wiener, don't judge me. Because I just legit got Snapchat so I could draw wieners on stuff.
We had some good ones back in the day.
That one's a good one. Or when we would watch movies together, and then we would like outline the people and then draw, like, make their faces.
I love that. Was like the first iteration of, because what I love to do after that is when they put the filters on there. I love like putting filters.
We would make our own filters.
Yeah. We had a good idea back then.
Mm-hmm.
It was all just wieners on stuff.
Wiener filter.
All right, and then we're bringing it back forward, back
to our last
future.
Podcast.
Yeah,
we just shot.
Benji's thirst trap photo.
Took a thirst trap picture. Did not get any people who were thirsty with it. That's okay. I still felt good.
Yeah.
Was still feeling myself during that.
Just leave it out there in the ether. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I initially picked this one because I was just going through Benji's profile pictures, and I was like, hey, that was a great night.
It was super fun.
It
was our best,
like,
probably our best episode. First time we were like super comfortable.
Yeah.
And we're figuring that stuff out.
It was a good time.
It was chaos.
And
it was good.
And it was really nice because, as I said in that episode, I had to be quarantined from work again for like the second time in like a month, and I was just not doing super well mentally at that time. And
I'm like never doing super well mentally anyway, so it's just
yeah. So I mean, that's why we're glad we can do this together, as we are able to like share these fun times, and so it was a very welcomed experience. So.
Yeah, we experienced each other in a whole new way.
We always do. Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah, there's my other thirst trap that wasn't really a thirst trap.
Yeah. No, the thing I love about this one so much is just the taped glasses.
Yeah.
Because I just remember that was a look for a while.
It was a look, and it was so. I'm if you guys don't know me, I'm not aesthetically driven. I'm a very price and does it make sense driven kind of person.
Yeah, very practical.
I'm gonna stick with my look. I like my look. It's comfy.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, it doesn't flash, but
you flash. 2 beans.
2 beans.
All right.
Flash
next
my 2
photo.
beans.
We were on that one for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, this one.
I love this photo.
Yeah.
Absolutely love this photo, mainly because I got off at work at 1:30 in the morning because I had to close. Drove all the way out to the middle of nowhere, Dexter, Kansas, same place where we played our show, the last show at Trey's. I chugged that whole handle of Long Island iced tea.
That was you and Matt's go-to there for a while.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I loved the handle. Matt would make
stuff.
real ones, but I loved the handle because
Yeah.
the handle was my chaser for most things. So it was like, take a shot, chug the handle. Take a shot, chug the handle.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I'm alive. But yeah, I got trashed. Everybody went to bed because it was already, by the time I got out there, it was like 2, 3.
I didn't remember you being there so late.
2:30, 3:30.
That's the thing that blows my mind about that was that you got off work at 1:30 and we're like, I'm still going to go. And then enough people were still, because these days I'd be like, I was asleep at 9:30.
I made it.
We live and we learn.
Yep.
But yeah.
I do love that picture though, because I think that's with Molly. Did Molly take that picture?
I think so.
Shout out to Molly.
Yeah, Molly. Yeah, I know you've been watching this, so hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Gil, Matt in the picture with
there,
me.
There was a lot of good photos from that night because that was like one of the parties where like everyone was having a good time. So
Mhm.
every photo of everyone, they're like
Yes.
having the best time. Like there's a few photos of me that like I use as like profile pictures for like years because I was
Yeah.
like, wow, I look happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All it took was a
I
little
use
bit of
that
alcohol.
one a lot sometimes. I'll use that one as a frequent profile
Yeah.
picture.
That was a good one.
They
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Um,
So this is our meme. We created this meme. Did you take that picture of Neil? This
I
is
think
one
it
of
was a Snapchat. Photo.
my childhood best friends, Neil. This was my 21st birthday again.
Yeah, it was the same night that we were in downtown.
This is us at the pump house, and he made this face when you were taking a picture of him.
It was just so perfectly timed.
Yeah, and we ended up turning it into a meme. And at one point, it was my profile picture.
I feel like a couple times it's been your profile. It's just so good. Like even, God, what is it? That's 7 years almost.
7 years,
now.
yeah. And it's still just like this. Even he loves it. He loves it. He thinks it's hilarious, and he's just like nailed it.
I'm glad he supports it.
Yeah,
'Cause it's so funny, and not like that. It's like like making fun of Neil, but like it's just the photo is just so perfectly timed. He's making the best face, and he's looking dead on the camera.
Nailed
He just knew what was happening.
Nailed it.
Yeah, nailed it. Bing bong.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is when I first went to college. I was
Yeah.
18. I'll think of this picture as Walmart trash because that's the kind of person I am. My Cookie Monster hat is definitely Walmart. My first flat bill, and the flat bill I wore for a year.
Yeah, year or so.
Yeah, we were smoking hookah in the park. I think there was some ladies there. I was like, look at this.
Yeah. No, it was so like we talked about in our like pilot episode, we had met like a few times before like
Yeah.
this, but this is like when we were first really starting to get to know each other and become friends. And that's how I met you, was with the Cookie Monster hat. I was like, that was like a part of like your persona.
I was gonna say that was one definitely like
he didn't wear it all the time, but like it was relatively frequent.
yeah.
I
I loved that hat so much that I put like my bands like I made it like I put
on
orange
like
orange duct tape taped it on there and wrote Pterodactyl on there, and it was you know what?
It is what it is.
Yeah, like that dude got more ladies than I do now.
Well, I mean, when
Not that that's like a thing, but like to be honest, it's, like, that Cookie Monster hat.
I was guilty of like the same level of cringe, just in a different way. Because my first year at Cali, I was still wearing like gym shorts all the time.
Yeah,
ill-fitting gym shorts where my ass was hanging out all the time, like with my underwear.
just a big
I
old
wore
hairy crack
like these
at all
like
times.
really tight band T-shirts, which I mean I was smaller back then, but I was still like not skinny, and I'd wear like extra small.
Yeah,
And
you and Trey always
and
wore
I
extra
wore
small.
sweatbands, and I wrote a nip for a night in Paris on it. And literally, I wore that around campus, and I thought I looked great. I was like, man, how are ladies not just jumping on me right now? I play guitar, and I look like this. Like, I thought that's all there was.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I can't judge too harshly.
You know, though, like that kid's didn't give a crap about anything. Like,
Yeah.
looking back at that kid right there, like
They're
he had just
living
been
their
through
life.
high school where he was in a very good person, and he kind of like got out into the real world and was like realizing that you can't be a spoiled kid anymore. And yeah, that kid just didn't care. That he shut down, but yeah.
Just with smoke coming out of your face. Okay. Oh, speaking of decisions. Yeah, this one,
I don't even know. I picked that one. I have no idea what's going on in that. I don't.
you don't know the context of this
No.
one? Oh, okay. So
I think this was before we knew each other.
yeah, this is this might have been before I even knew who you were. This was when Travis and I were first becoming friends, and it was like the homecoming dance, like fall 2010, and we just like on a whim decided, we're like, oh, let's just go as like promiscuously dressed girls. So me, him, and our friend Will Austin.
Shout out to Will Austin.
Yeah, he was awesome. Not was. He's not dead. Well, Austin, if you're watching this, hi. I'm glad you're still alive. I got the wheezies.
I know, we're both wheezy.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just thought it would be fun to go to the homecoming. And I mean, you know, Cali's still kind of a small school, but this is like the first time where it's like you have
And you keep
like
saying homecoming. Are you talking about the...
Yeah, like Cali had a homecoming.
Oh, like the actual college?
I think
to
so.
say homecoming is usually high school
they
based.
had some sort of like dance like that.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Because I don't remember it. Granted, I don't go to any dance at Cali.
Yeah. By the second year, I don't think I went at all.
We never went anywhere.
But yeah, it was just on a whim type of a thing that was like, oh, that would be really funny. And so like I took a pair of jeans that didn't fit super well, cut them off, left the pockets hanging out. I had really long hair, so I put them in pigtails. Had like a tight like wife beater on, and a like Walmart Ed Hardy like button up shirt, and like pulled it up as like a crop top. And we went and had a great time. And we just were like going to people like, look, we're promiscuous girls. It was a different time.
It
but
was,
but yeah, that was fun. Also, side note, look at how messy my room was. That was half the comments on that photo were like, why don't you clean up your room? I haven't changed. Okay.
Oh, there's the white shorts.
Yeah.
There's this sexual magnet Philip.
the Philip the Magnet Fry.
Philip the Magnet Sex.
Magneto over here.
Philip Magneto Sex.
So this was from another party at our friend Travis's house. It was a beach party.
It was a beach party. Both me and him, there's no picture of me for some reason, but both me and him wore booty shorts from our friend Kelly Beza. Shout out to her. Another one of the... She is fun.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't talked to her in years, but...
Yeah.
But yeah,
so it was a beach party. Everyone else was, wearing like their swimming trunks and their, bikinis and stuff like that. Yeah. And we just decided to wear really short shorts. And I wore this button-up shirt that I only buttoned about halfway up, a little headband.
Yep.
And
there's another picture of that shirt being pulled open by our friend Kelly.
Yeah, you'll see her. All right.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. This is a different party right around the same time. And this is
same shirt, same chest hair.
Our
same friend Kelly.
And yep.
It's the chops.
It was just I think I remember the caption on this photo when I posted was like, puberty hit me like a brick, which was funny because it hit me like a brick like 10 years before this. Yeah, like I had said before on our first take of this, it's just like people back then didn't know I had so much chest hair because I didn't have like the facial hair, like I just had like the long hair and stuff.
Yeah.
So when people would see it, they'd just be like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah.
Well, and there's so many pictures of you in your chest hair like that aren't even going to be in this podcast, and it's just...
Which I'm still like surprised at because like I feel like I never like undressed or anything. It was just like I would just wear like button-down shirts.
Yeah. I just remember there was a point where me and Travis both made that our profile picture.
Yeah. There's a profile picture of Travis that we won't be showing on this one.
Sure.
It's raunchy. Also, side note, speaking of my chest hair, so at work, back in the day, it was like you could have like one button unbuttoned, and I think technically they were talking about like the top button, but like that's not like unbuttoned. So I would count this one, and then I started pushing, it would go one more. And so when I was, I got transferred from Harry Rock to Pawnee and Seneca, and this was like I knew Max.
Yeah.
I knew him before that, but we hadn't been like close friends or anything at that point. And
Shout
so
out to
Max. Oh, he's got a new Instagram where it's like Model Man Max or something like that, and I love it. He's just taking good photos of himself.
That's good.
He's living his best life.
Good for you, man.
But yeah, there was like a big store meeting because it was like a whole new crew and all this stuff, and no one there knew me except for him. And I was just there, and I had my man bun in the back, and like this really deep cut, like because I was like, well, it's not. I mean, I'm not there at work. Like we weren't like working or anything. We're just having a meeting. And Max told me afterward, people were like, "Who's that guy with like a shirt buttoned way too low and the long hair?" Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen this one in a while.
Oh yeah, that's me, our friend Alyssa, and Cody.
Yeah.
This was when Alyssa and Cody first met.
I just left Cody creeping in the back.
So this is when Alyssa and Cody first met. They are married now.
Shout out to the married Cody and Alyssa.
Yep.
I love that every photo is a shout out.
I had known Alyssa a little bit from the band stuff, and then we all met at a Halloween party, and then this was kind of when her and him were like, I like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was me being there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Making that good face.
I think they're looking at my chest hair.
Yeah,
and my
I think
hair is
whoever was
super
sitting
greasy.
over on the side of you, their hair's blending with yours. You got a sick ball.
It's
I'm screenshotting that. That should be your new profile picture.
It wasn't so greasy.
Yeah.
That was again back before I was a super clean person.
Sorry. Who is at 20 years old?
That's true.
Oh,
there's us at our
fixing a dryer.
fixer a dryer. First apart. Yeah, we lived together for 6 months.
Mhm.
And I am aluminum taping the dryer hose onto the back.
Yeah.
Luckily, we didn't have a fire. Surprised we didn't have a fire.
And I think we had to like aluminum. Like, is it aluminum taped in the middle? Is it like two pieces taped together?
Yeah,
and then
because
it's
it came in
taped to
different pieces, and
end
I
of
didn't
it.
have any hose clamps. But for some reason, I think we went and bought aluminum tape because I was like, I know this will work.
I know. I mean, we went to like Home Depot or Lowe's or something where we could have definitely gotten the right things that we needed, but we bought aluminum tape and we're like, good enough.
Well, and then what's really funny is later on when we put our wall of comics up, we used that same aluminum tape, and all our comics just kept falling because aluminum tape's not meant for that.
Yeah, because we had like a giant like cork board.
Yeah.
Then we put the aluminum tape on and then like double-sided it to that, so like none of it was gonna stick.
We weren't the brightest.
We did our
We're
best
still
though.
not the brightest.
Oh Jesus. I haven't seen this photo in a
I'm
long
glad you
time.
have two pictures of the same pose.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know the context.
So this was in high school. This was like Spirit Day, and we would it was one of the excuses to just go all out. So I think it was like or it was like Spirit Week or something like that. So this is like the Show Your Spirit Day. And so me and my friend Drew, like we did like the red and black on our faces.
Shout out to Drew.
My cousin Drew Popwell. We did like the red and black on our faces, and I wore, I think this was like a cutoff shirt and like had like gel like Wildcats written on it.
Yeah.
And have the pom poms sticking out, and these are just like, they're like compression shorts with just underwear underneath. Like definitely not appropriate for school, but this is my senior year and I didn't give a heck.
Yeah, well, and you're also a white male, so all of the world is catered to you.
Yep. But the funny thing about it was like, I mean, I guess I was in track, but I was never like a sports guy. I was never like, yeah, go Oxford Wildcats. But I would just like ham it up on these days.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, like it was my excuse to be an obnoxious asshole at school.
Yeah.
And not like really get in trouble for it, because they'd be like, what are you doing? I'm like, Spirit Day.
Duh.
Where's your school spirit? Rob Hampton. Not a shout out to Principal Rob Hampton.
I hope he's our most avid listener and he stops watching.
He's not principal anymore, so the douche.
Next.
It's this one again.
Oops.
So fall of 2010. It was homecoming. All right, let's get back. Oh, okay, here we go. Are there better resolutions of these? Yeah, here we go. So these are more photos from one of the band practices for
Trey's
last show. So these are a series of photos of Cody holding me. We just got done practicing, and Cody's a big man, so he could hold me up, and it was just a good time.
And there's one where Trey's aggressively eating a hot dog.
He's eating some garlic bread. And he just looks so concentrated. Like, he's eating it, and then all of a sudden he just has this weird existential crisis where he's just looking out in the field, and he's like, did you know that the universe is 14 billion years old?
Yeah.
And then he just lingers on.
And he's just angry.
And he's like, and what have I done with my life at this point? I'm eating garlic bread.
Moving to Nashville.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
But I love the romance that's going on between Cody and me right here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see
All of us are successful in our own
this is
ways.
another photo from that same practice just a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Is this the same day? This might have been a different day.
Well, I might have been wearing...
Well, no.
I'm wearing a hoodie.
I'm wearing the same outfit. So Trey changed because Trey's in pajama pants. Trey Swain.
Remember when he wore those swim trunks everywhere?
Yeah, they were cut up the side.
He just
no hate, but
like he would.
What
just,
a wardrobe choice for like a solid 3 years.
Yeah, and he would just walk around barefoot everywhere.
He got kicked out of McDonald's for not wearing shoes.
Yeah, he never wore shoes. Like we would go to like Walmart and he wouldn't wear shoes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the trunks are they're glorious. Yeah. I wear swim trunks now because I'm like they're so comfy. I know why he did this, but I don't wear them out. I wear them at home.
Yeah.
And I cut the nets because the nets aren't comfy. Yeah. I'll cut the nets.
Nets are done. And that's the end of the photos.
Yeah, I think she just got one of the trunks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go.
Just to see the old Trey trunks.
Okay, yeah. This was actually the day Jen and I officially started dating.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Because I remember...
You guys are two beans in a pod.
And we were both wearing the same outfits from these days.
And
you got Trey there with his Sinister Gates guitar and his swim trunks. I didn't realize he was still wearing them at this point because he was wearing those in 2012 when we moved to Wichita. And at this point, this is 2016, and he's still wearing the same pair of swim trunks that were cut up the side. Oh, man.
So,
but yeah,
have a good
as
day.
always, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And we want to thank everyone that has been following us recently. We've gotten lots of supportive comments.
So.
Yep, we will have.
So stay tuned.
We have some ideas. And,
big things.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the video if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Kiss that like button.
Just give it a little.
I want you to go right up to your phone.
But yeah, thanks for watching. We had a great time. We hope you had a fun time watching us just reminisce about old stuff. And we will see you next time.
See you next time.
Bing bong.
Bye.